By 911, Viking raids had pushed deep into Francia. The Norse warriors had already stormed cities and strongholds across the kingdom, but now they set their sights on a key prize, the city of Chartres. If they could take it, Viking power in northern France would be unstoppable. Here, the ancestors of modern France clashed with the ancestors of modern Denmark and Norway in a siege that would turn the tide of Viking expansion. The year is 911. Vikings versus Franks, a brutal siege that would decide the fate of northern France. For decades, Viking warbands had raided the Seine River Valley, striking deep into Frankish territory. They had besieged Paris before, and now, under the command of their leader Rollo, they launched another major offensive. Their target Chartres, a heavily fortified city with rich trade routes and strategic importance. The Vikings laid siege to the city, cutting off supply lines and launching wave after wave of assaults on the walls. The defenders, outnumbered but determined, held their ground, repelling Viking attacks with archers and fortifications. For weeks, the siege continued. The Franks knew that if Chartres fell, it would open the door for even deeper Viking expansion. Reinforcements had to arrive fast. Then, at the decisive moment, a Frankish relief army, led by King Charles the Simple and Count Robert of Paris, arrived on the battlefield. Rather than attacking head-on, the Franks launched a flanking maneuver, striking the Viking forces from behind. The Viking formation collapsed under the pressure. Caught between the city's defenders and the approaching Frankish army, Rollo's warriors were forced into retreat. By the end of the battle, the siege had been broken and the Viking forces scattered. The battle was over. The Franks had won. But this wasn't just a military victory, it was a political turning point. After their defeat at Chartres, the Vikings realized they could not continue endless raids without securing land of their own. This led directly to negotiations between Rollo and King Charles the Simple, culminating in the Treaty of St. Clair, the agreement that created the Duchy of Normandy. Rollo and his Vikings would become Norman lords, defending their new lands instead of raiding them. But could the Vikings have won the siege? Some historians suggest that if Rollo had fortified his own encampment and prevented a counterattack, the Vikings could have forced the Franks into surrender. Or was the rise of a permanent Norman settlement inevitable? Like and subscribe for more historical breakdowns.